Hey guys, a lot of you guys have been asking about how to make a living making jewelry. I have some experience in it, so don't expect anything. There's no real secret. So here's the deal. There's a difference between making jewelry for a living and selling jewelry for a living. If all you want to do is sell jewelry for a living, just order it. You can order it out of China, Vietnam, any of these manufacturers, and they're selling it just a few cents above the price of the metal. And then you just figure out how to sell it. I mean, everyone and their mother is selling that exact same thing, but they're obvious, you can sell it. And it really comes down to how well you can convince people to buy your product. If you want to make a living making jewelry, that's what I know. I've never tried to just sell jewelry. I've always just made my own. So you got to do it efficiently. And like the tools that I build, the presses, the dies, what that is, that's to help you build things efficiently. So when you use a pancake die to cut it out instead of sawing it out, that saves you time. That saves you wear and tear on your hands and your shoulders. When you use a die to press a design in, saves you time. And all those things add up to helping you produce your product for a reasonable price. Because the biggest thing I see with a lot of people in jewelry, and I see it on all the groups, all the beginners, they think jewelry making is a competition. They think that because someone else did this, that somehow, like if a person buys their jewelry, they're not going to buy your jewelry. Well, that's not how it works. People buy what they like, and it's not a competition. Your goal is to make your customer happy. It isn't to stroke your ego or try to impress anybody. Your only goal is to make your customer happy. That's all I try to do. I didn't make these hubs. I just figured that people might like them. I used to carve designs for companies and different shops, and that's what I did my entire life, and I carved what the customer wanted. It wasn't about me. A lot of times the customer never met me. So, and the same with these. You don't see anybody's name on this. No one put their name on it. It wasn't signed. It was somebody designed it, and then it went to the guy who carved it. He carved it, and it went to the die makers, and it's anonymous. Who knows who made that? So I know a lot of times people are thinking that a person who's buying a piece of jewelry is buying you, but they're not. They're buying it for a reason. They're buying a piece of jewelry because maybe it's a gift, maybe it's to commemorate an occasion, maybe it's just because they like the way it's going to go with their outfit, or it looks good with their hair. You don't know until you talk to them, but online you'll probably never know. There are certain designers out there that people are looking for, but it takes a long time to get there, and basically that's going to be a big marketing push on your part to get your name out there, if you want to be a famous artist. That's a whole different thing. It's because you've probably seen a lot of the work out there, and it's not just that one person making it. So like people look at a Fabergé egg and they think, oh my gosh, Fabergé must have been amazing. No, he wasn't. He had an army of the best craftsmen in the world working for him. He may have sketched the design and sold the idea, but he didn't make that piece. There was an army of craftsmen who made it. So when you're going to be the sole manufacturer, designer, and seller of your product, you're wearing a lot of hats. So it's hard when you start to compare yourself to some of the stuff that you see out there. This stuff, a lot of the pieces on the back wall here, that was made by a bunch of people. That wasn't a single craftsman. And when you start to mass produce your jewelry, and I don't mean mass produce, I'm thinking you're making 5 or 10 pieces of the same kind, of the same piece. That's really the key that's going to save you a lot of time, is making more than one of them. And when you put them out, you want to show them to everybody. I see a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to show my designs because someone's going to copy it. Well, that's insane. That's truly nuts. So this is just a quick primer, and then I'll start doing some demos on how to make things quicker. But this is just an overview. So anyway, thanks for watching.